Items discussed at this week's caucus meeting in Jersey City included food trucks, which continue to grow in popularity.
Others who had an interest in this issue. So we tried to put something together, number one, that is fair to, first of all, the city, that allows us to maintain control of who has licenses, to ensure that what happened before would not happen again, and that we are able to provide licenses to people so that they can do business.
The law department has informed us that having a restriction on these licenses to 175 actually could be considered illegal and could be fought in court, and we could lose on that. Because no one has demonstrated that there's a need to limit these vendors and it's a restriction on free trade.
Nothing in here that calls for greater enforcement.
At our division, we only enforce that when there's a problem.
No matter what you bring up here, there's going to be stuff to criticize.
Also discussed was the rebuilding of a bridge near Liberty Island destroyed during Sandy.
This bridge is about 50 to 60 feet upstream. It got washed and got ripped out from the storm. Now the DPW has placed a concrete barrier cage across Jersey Avenue to protect that area. The deck in the same location that the current bridge was located. That is a requirement from FEMA. We've been actively working with FEMA over the last few months to try to understand the regulations and requirements for us to replace this bridge. The elevation of the existing bridge was at 4.5. We're going to raise it 1.5 feet to elevation 6 to give us a little bit more freeboard over the Mill Creek. Someone asked the question why we could not raise it higher. Originally, when I started looking at this 2 months ago, admittedly that was my hope and my intention was to raise the bridge or even relocate the bridge off to one side. In discussing that with FEMA and with DEP, that introduces a whole series of permits that we could never get this bridge replaced this year. So the way to replace the bridge this year is to replace it in kind at the same location, and we raised it 1.5 feet to try to get some more height out of it without introducing additional permits from DEP. Let me answer your question. The previous bridge got washed away. This bridge would be designed that the water would go through it. This bridge would be anchored to concrete footings and to piles in the ground, and if by chance we were hit with a storm surge, the water would go right through the metal arch and not displace the bridge.
A federally funded jobs program was also discussed at the meeting.
They don't want people to come to them who don't have the skills. It's the responsibility of one stop to do the pre-screening. It's only send individuals who come out there who have those skills. What we do with the individuals who don't have those skills, we try to find them other jobs through the one stop.
The discussion of the program prompted Councilwoman Coleman to say that all of the people within her ward have a criminal record. This was not received well in the meeting.
You can't qualify, so that eliminates everybody for that.
No, it does not.
For Hudson County TV, I'm Lauren Hard.